going on? My name is Jericho, and as a Call of Duty fan since Call of Duty Finest Hour came out in 2004, I've learned a few things over the last 9 years. Mainly, how to complain to developers about their game. With the recent release of Call of Duty Ghosts, everyone's got their opinion on the game, whether it's good, it's bad, or it's so bad that they'd rather burn their eyes out than pay another $60 to play the game. But that's okay, because everyone is entitled to their opinion. What's not okay is how you go about expressing your opinion in order to get something that you want. Now, I don't know what you guys have been doing with your lives, but I've been on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube reading all of the comments and criticisms about Call of Duty Ghosts, and I only have one thing to say about that. You're all whiny bitches. Honestly though, if you have 5 minutes of your time, go look up the Infinity Ward community manager's Twitter. Her name is @Tina, and let's be real here, it's a whole bunch of cancer. Nothing that's being said is ever going to be taken seriously because A, calling the community manager a cunt because you got spawned behind is probably the least effective way to get noticed, and B, that's the person that's in charge of making sure that Infinity Ward hears any complaints you have, meaning that if you're being an idiot, no one is going to hear of your complaints. Read this tweet by It's Pencils. @Tina. Oh, poor Tina didn't get her way with search and rescue. That's why you don't have a girl do a man's job. What? No! Alright, time out. That didn't even make sense. Why does that, what does having a game mode have to do with someone being a female? Why, you're not even being the correct type of sexist. Like, if you're gonna be sexist, you might as well, like, make a good joke, you know? That was bad. This is kind of like if the dude went into an Apple store and was like, look at this fucking iPad, it's white! Why don't you make black iPads? Fuck this, I'm out! It's your fault! And the guy standing there is just like, I make 10 bucks an hour, I don't know why you're yelling at me, that's the design team's fault. Now, as a Call of Duty fan since the beginning of the series on console, I do feel disappointed to say that this is the least entertaining and least enjoyable Call of Duty that I've played yet. Just because it's disappointing though does not mean that I hate it. Let me explain it. I feel like this game has a whole bunch of awesome ideas, but it doesn't put them together well enough. Let me try and explain it in a different way. You're hungry, you're starving, you haven't eaten in a day, and you need to go out and get some groceries. So you walk into the store and you're like, I don't even know what I want. I want something like I've been eating before, but I'm just starving. Give me all the good stuff you've got. So you go in there and you get yourself some string cheese and some pudding cups and some hot dog buns and a box of pasta. And you go to the checkout line and you run home and you're like, yeah! And then you realize you can't actually make a meal with all this stuff. Infinity Ward is really trying to throw new ideas in there, and it's really apparent because I personally don't like the game, so it shows that they're changing something. I don't know what it is, but something is being changed. But I feel like all the cool ideas they have don't make a good game. It's just not there. There's something missing. But even after all that, if they don't change a single thing, here's what I'm gonna leave you with. Use logic, reason, and be calm when talking to developers about their game. Give them constructive criticism with examples of why things should be changed. Don't call them a bitch and then leave it at that, because they won't know what to do. On top of that, they're not gonna take you very seriously. I promise you that if you act like a mature adult with an actual valid input on the game, then the game developers will in turn take your suggestions more seriously. So thank you guys for watching. My name is Jericho. Hopefully you go out there and you complain about spawns and everything that you don't like about Call of Duty, but you do it with class and you do it knowing that if you're not a prick, something might get changed. I'll talk to you guys later. Oh my god. Your mouth really does, oh my god, that's